Here we are on job site here today in Evansville, Indiana. Mr. Fence, Mr. Fence Academy. We have the new uNi-5 being used today and a prototype tool we're using to get the bottom uNi-5 lined up. So let's walk through some of the advantages of using the uNi-5 over a traditional plastic collar, oftentimes called a donut. One advantage is the uNi-5s, that's a box of 100 right there, that's my hand. That's a box of 100. So before, that box would have been maybe 6 times that size, right? Because it would have been up here. So way more collapse, and that's because these nest together. So there's definitely a shipping advantage, a storage advantage, because they nest together. uNi-5s are made out of steel, galvanized, it's very close to a joist hanger material. So structurally, they're stronger than any piece of plastic we could put together. Okay, they didn't add any weight. They're about the same weight, and we had the same adjustability that we had before with the king nuts. The king nuts allow us to have 100% contact with the vinyl post all the way around. So for high wind loads, here's a 135 wall. When this goes inside the post, the tabs all have positive contact. They all compress in. So the other advantage with that positive contact, besides for the extra strength you get for wind load, is that there's no movement. So oftentimes you'll find some of the other plastic collars, when you go to grab the post, it'll wiggle on there. Okay, it'll wiggle around. There's no movement. See, there's nothing wiggling inside there. So it's a solid connection. The other advantage is this is a 0.25 wall thickness post. You see the difference in wall thickness there? That's what we use for gate posts. No aluminum stiffener inside there. No need to worry about the connection between the aluminum stiffeners we used to use and screwing them to that or nailing them to that. That is the same uNi-5 inside there, as you have here. It's same uNi-5s will fit either size post. So here is, this is a 2.5 thickness post, and it'll fit right on around that. See that? Look at that. So 135 wall here and a 2.5 wall. It's a huge advantage. You don't need a separate connector for your gate post at all. Because they're steel, we don't have to worry about them cracking in cold weather. We don't have to worry about them cracking being shot with a high pressure gun. This gun here is connected to a high output compressor out there we use for pounding posts. Look at that, one shot right on in there. This tool that we are working with, prototype here, allows for one person to get that bottom uni perfectly in line with the top uni for rotation, right? It's hands-free, you can lock it in place just like this. He's gonna put his level on there, magnetic on the side of it, locks in there. He'll drive this, once that's level, he'll get it level first. Is it level? He'll knock that back and forth till it's level, and literally drive this into the ground. I'll drive that straight down. That prevents anything from moving down here to happen. Now he can move this uni back and forth, rotate it, drive the uni in the ground. Another advantage to the unis over the plastic collars is, notice we have to dig any dirt out at all, and the unis are down flush below grade. And that has to do with the fact that there's no mass, it just cuts right through the dirt. So this is ground level. They're able to simply knock that down in normal soil conditions. This will just cut right into the earth, right? And that jig there keeps it from moving as they knock it down. So now we've got it below grade so we can get the fence really low to the ground. So we still have about 1 3/8 inch, 1 1/4 of adjustability this way, which today we definitely used, right? Look at, we're almost bottoming out here, and this one here, we have a gap. And then this one here, about centered. This one here, almost bottomed out here. So you see, the adjustability is coming into play, and now the fence is going to be perfectly straight. We're stringing the outside of that all the way down. So we've decreased the stress, we've increased the strength, We've increased the speed. We've increased the cleanliness of it. We took away the step of digging that hole. We've made it universal where it fits a 135 and a 25 wall thickness post. We've decreased the cost for shipping because it's a much, much smaller box. And we did all of this and kept it similar, actually lower cost than the same thing we were doing with the plastic. So these things are going to be $4.50 to $5 a piece, somewhere in that range. If you didn't pre-order them, the king nuts are $5 to $6 a piece. So we didn't, with all the advantages that we have, this tool or this connector, we didn't increase the cost over what was available in the market already. Boom, boom. And so as I slide these posts on, build the fence, you'll see that fence is straight. That's the wrong post. Yeah, I take that one back off. It needs to be a line post. Go get this fence beautifully straight through there.